Beneath airports, mountains, and private compounds lie secret bunkers, but they're not for hiding from disaster. They're billionaire storage vaults, vast, climate-controlled, heavily guarded facilities where the rich stash the treasures of their wealth. Art, gold bars, vintage cars, and one-of-a-kind objects all sleep underground, in near-sacred silence, preserved as emblems of legacy and control. These vaults are not banks. They are private, invitation-only, and often located in unmarked buildings or below international airports. No passports needed, no customs, no questions asked. Inside, the air is purified, humidity is regulated, and steel walls hide fortunes beyond imagination quietly and securely. Every inch is designed to maintain value, secrecy, and absolute peace of mind for its elite clientele. The Geneva Freeport is one of the most famous. A sprawling facility attached to the Geneva airport, it holds billions in fine art, wine, and antiquities. Rows of Picassos and Monets line private vaults. Security is intense. Entry requires biometric scans. Surveillance is 24/7. Owners, mostly anonymous, with many using offshore trusts and shell companies to keep their identities concealed. Art is just the beginning. Inside these vaults, you'll find dinosaur fossils, jewel-encrusted Fabergé eggs, unopened crates from royal estates, and unreleased concept cars. The rarest Patek Philippe watches, guitars once owned by rock legends. Everything here is priceless or very close to it, held in spaces more like modern cathedrals of wealth than mere storage rooms. London's Hatton Garden holds vaults under lock and legend. In New York, secret storage rooms lie beneath skyscrapers and museums. In Singapore and Dubai, vaults are doubling as financial safe havens, combining high security with no tax exposure. It's not just about protection, it's about strategy, discretion, and positioning wealth beyond traditional scrutiny. Gold is a favorite. Billionaires often convert liquid cash into physical bullion. Gold bars are labeled, numbered, and stored in rows like books. In Swiss vaults, entire corridors gleam with 24-karat reserves. Some vaults even offer viewing rooms where owners can admire their holdings in velvet-lined silence, surrounded by silence and the soft hum of filtered air systems. Cars need more than safety, they need care. In these luxury vaults, rare Ferraris, McLarens, and Bugattis are kept on automated racks. Temperature-controlled floors, oil-rotated, engines started monthly. There are even robot arms that reposition the cars to prevent tire fatigue. This isn't parking, it's preservation through obsessive precision and high-end mechanical choreography. Wines and spirits get their own sanctuaries. Vintage bottles from lost vineyards, 100-year-old whiskeys, and royal champagne collections are stored in custom cellars. Each bottle tracked with QR codes. Tasting rooms on-site allow clients to sample their own collection without risking transit. Some vaults even replicate vintage cellar environments to mimic aging conditions. The vaults themselves are feats of engineering. Earthquake-proof, EMP-shielded, and often located beneath bedrock. Some have airlocks, others, escape tunnels. A few are so deep they double as nuclear shelters. But make no mistake, these are not for survival. They are shrines to permanence, built to outlast governments, markets, and possibly even civilizations. Some vaults operate like clubs. Members are invited to exclusive events, private auctions, and curated exhibitions. You can host a dinner surrounded by Van Goghs or conduct a private viewing of ancient manuscripts. Discretion is key. No names. Just assets, access, and wealth in its most discreet form, wrapped in ceremony, secrecy, and quiet exclusivity. Digital assets are also stored here. Cold wallets for crypto billionaires. Custom-designed safes shielded from electromagnetic pulses. Fingerprint-activated compartments for rare NFTs engraved onto titanium. These vaults now blend physical luxury with digital value in seamless harmony, where blockchain meets bullion beneath the earth. The cost, astronomical. A small vault in Geneva can cost tens of thousands per year. Custom builds with private galleries, humidity control, and armed access run into the millions. But for billionaires, this isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Their empires need physical anchors. And these vaults are that anchor, rooting ephemeral fortunes in physical permanence. For some, it's about secrecy. Assets kept in these vaults may not appear on public records. They're shielded by shell companies, trusts, and foreign ownership. This allows billionaires to move, lend, or insure assets without triggering public disclosures. Privacy, after all, is the final luxury, a commodity that becomes more priceless the wealthier one becomes. Insurance companies work closely with vault operators. Assets are scanned, appraised, and digitally cataloged. If disaster strikes, everything is documented. For some collections, the vault itself is insured, its structure, systems, and even its contents under a blanket policy worth hundreds of millions. Nothing is left to chance in these sanctums of wealth. Some vaults have emergency protocols. In case of global unrest, owners can activate retrieval plans. Their assets are flown out via private jets or moved to satellite vaults in other jurisdictions. For the ultra-wealthy, even crisis is planned down to the last brushstroke or coin, often rehearsed with military-grade logistics and airtight discretion. What's stored isn't always material. Some vaults house letters, journals, or data archives. One vault reportedly holds a private copy of every major family document going back 5 generations, scanned, encoded, and stored on gold-plated drives. Others keep DNA samples, heirlooms, and undisclosed tech patents sealed in vacuum chambers or biometric pods. Building a vault is also a growing business. High-end architects design subterranean galleries for estates in Beverly Hills, the Alps, or the deserts of the UAE. These vaults include biometric scanners, rotating art walls, and air filtration systems matching museum standards. Every detail is engineered for timeless preservation and absolute visual perfection. In some cases, collectors never visit. They buy, store, insure, and let the asset appreciate in peace. A painting bought in London is stored in Singapore. A rare coin set, never seen since auction, sits in a Zurich drawer, out of sight, but never out of value. For billionaires, invisibility adds mystique and margin, creating wealth that accrues without exposure. While the rest of the world rents lockers or buys safes, the elite build temples beneath the surface. Each vault is a symbol, not of fear but of foresight. It's not about paranoia, it's about permanence. A silent statement, I will still have this when the world forgets everything else, the ultimate gesture of permanence in an impermanent world. To enter one of these vaults is to step into a parallel universe where temperature is constant, time slows down, and every square inch is worth a fortune. It's quiet, clinical, but overwhelming. And for those who own the contents, it's the final form of control over chaos, history, and even mortality, wrapped in silence, steel, and staggering wealth. These underground fortresses are growing in demand. With global instability rising, more billionaires are looking for places to anchor their legacy. Not just homes but vaults, not just wealth but immortality. In these bunkers, luxury isn't displayed. It's preserved, hidden, and protected forever in the stillness below the surface of a changing world.